Drink the milk. Did you drink the milk?
Hmm?
You sure?
Hmm? Yeah, it was good.
You're positive?
I was never more sure of anything in my life.
Okay, good. Alright, so the plan will start soon, but first, we gotta make a Superherocrew video, so come on, let's go, let's do it. What's up, my crew members? My name is Andrew from the Superherocrew, and welcome to episode 14 of Comic Talk. This is the show where I talk about the comics that I decided to get this week. And today, we're talking about Red Hood and the Outlaws number 20, JLA number 26, Wonder Woman number 42, and Mr. Miracle number 7. So let's talk. Alright, so let's talk about Red Hood and the Outlaws number 20. Alright, so what Bizarro has done is he has made an app for henchmen so that henchmen can meet up and essentially like get hired by supervillains, which, you know, that's kind of funny and interesting, but Bizarro actually made it so that he can bring them all into one place and take them out at once. But before all that before he, you know, has them all meet up, we see Red Hood, and he's basically talking to this guy. He's telling this guy to get out of Gotham, and the guy's like, no, but Penguin will be mad. And I think that's going to go into the next arc for Red Hood and the Outlaws in issue 21, because I was looking into it. I was looking at Red Hood and the Outlaws number 21. I think they're bringing Penguin into this, so that's going to be cool. And we see Bizarro and Artemis at a diner. They're talking, and Artemis is like, hey, listen, like, I think that you're doing something. I don't know exactly what it is, but I think that you're doing something behind our backs. He's like, well, if I tell you, I'd have to kill you. And then he starts laughing, and, you know, he's like, oh, and Artemis is like, oh, yes, you know, what a riot. And then, you know, Red Hood, Artemis, and Bizarro come out of the diner, and then they part ways, but Red Hood puts on this cloaking device to follow Bizarro, because Bizarro goes somewhere, and we find out that he goes to this like hotel, his ballroom thing, and basically he sees that Bizarro puts on this gas where all the henchmen are, because that's where all the henchmen meet from the app, and he's like, maybe I should kill you, and kill all of you, and then he turns the gas off because he feels bad. Or while he uses his breath, and the gas, you know, goes away, and he's like, you know, I kind of feel bad. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. And then Artemis goes into Bizarro's room, finds the pool of synthetic kryptonite that Bizarro has been bathing in. And then, you know, he walks down the stairs with the axe, with Artemis's axe, and he says, I wish you had not done that. So I kind of thought this might be a little bit of a filler issue, just because we follow this one guy around who's this henchman guy, and he doesn't really have anything else to do with Red Hood and the Outlaws. At least I don't think. Maybe he'll show up later in another issue, but so far, you know, we're just following him around for whatever reason. And you know, this was a good issue, though. I did like this, and it shows that Bizarro is doing something, is doing the thing behind their back, and now Artemis knows, and then Red Hood is figuring it out, and now hopefully we can get Bizarro back, and or see what happens with that. But yeah, so I did like this issue. So for Red Hood and the Outlaws number 20, I would have to give it an 8 out of 10. Alright, so let's talk about JLA number 26. So Black Canary and Batman and Dreamslayer are on Angor, gonna fight Havoc, and basically they fight, and eventually the Adjudicator says Angor could live, and then he does this Dreamslayer does this thing which will save Angor, but Batman's like, alright, I'm gonna walk through it, but Havoc's like, no, I'll do it, and then Dreamslayer's like, I'll do it, or we should do it. So then Havoc and Havoc stops being an ass, and walks through the thing with Dream Slayer, and the Adjudicator closes the thing, and it destroys Angor, but then makes or like the Adjudicator covers Black Canary and Batman so that they don't get hurt, and it destroys Angor, but then everything comes back to normal. So it goes back from being, only fish, to dinosaurs, to mammals, then to humans, and then back to present day. So then we go back, then they get sent back to Rhode Island, and we see Adam and Lobo. They start talking. Adam's like, "You're gonna go? I mean, come on, like, what are you doing?" And Lobo's like, "Yeah, I'm leaving." And then it's pretty funny. Adam goes, "Lobo, frag yourself." And then he's like, "You too." And then he leaves on his bike. Then we see Kronos, who the last time I actually saw Kronos was in the Batmite miniseries. So I don't know what he's doing now, but he is in the future, 20 years in the future, in Ivy Town, and he's fighting this guy Micron, and he rips off the Micron symbol off, and he looks kind of like the Atom. He rips off the symbol, and he's like, after all our fights, Ray Palmer thought he could escape to the Microverse for a happy ending. Then Kronos will have to just steal that too. So I guess now Kronos is gonna fight the Atom, Ray Palmer and Ryan, and we'll see what happens with that. This issue was pretty good. It's another 2-issue arc with JLA, but see, I like these 2-issue arcs, but like this arc was kind of more focused on Batman and Black Canary instead of the whole JLA in general. But we do see, the JLA toward the end, on Rhode Island and stuff like that. But, and, it's sad that now Dream Slayer's gone, and, he's an alright character, and Havoc, I hate Havoc. Havoc is dumb. So, for JLA number 26, I'd have to give it a 7.5 out of 10. Alright, so let's talk about Wonder Woman number 42. So, in this one, we see Jason is back in some awesome armor, and he says that basically he's seen some things, and they have to go to, now, Jason and Wonder Woman have to go to Germany to fight Grail, and she is about to kill the Huntsman, and they save him, and Wonder Woman and Grail have this fight, and Jason beats up a bunch of parademons, and Wonder Woman puts Grail in the lasso of truth, and Grail basically tells Wonder Woman that she wants to kill Darkseid, but now you're stopping her, that now Wonder Woman is stopping her from doing that, and then Grail escapes, leaves, and goes to Darkseid, and Darkseid is like, we can't, or the minions that are talking to Darkseid, the minions are saying, we can't attack Themyscira yet, but we can attack Argus, where we have enough relics to do that. Darkseid is like, okay, good. So, I guess in the next issue, they are going to attack Argus HQ. I hope that it's not a Steve Trevor issue where it's only Steve Trevor and he's, I want to see Wonder Woman and Jason in action, especially Jason, because I do like Jason as a character. He's a cool character, and I like what they're kind of doing with him, that he had to redeem himself from being a jerk to Wonder Woman and helping out Grail kill the old gods. And now this is like kind of his redemption story and him trying to, get back to normal and all that. But yeah, I did think this was a pretty good issue. A lot of good action, but also a lot of good story. I do like this issue, so for Wonder Woman number 42, I have to give it an 8 out of 10.
Finally, we had to wait an extra month. Mr. Miracle number 7. If you've been watching this, you know it's one of our top favorite books. So, yep. Mr. Miracle, we find out it felt like 9 months ago that Barter was pregnant. Now she's giving birth. So we're really like jumping ahead. So in the last one, Orion. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Orion.
In the last one, Orion was dead. We don't know how, and we find out that now Scott Free is Highfather, and
yeah.
you know, because he's the next in line of succession. So basically, the whole thing takes place in the hospital. Barda's giving birth, and the Furies come because you know Barda was one of the Furies, and he's like, well, they're their family, and it's funny because they're at war, and he's like, you know, I want to kill you, Scott, but we'll wait for the baby to be born, and they bring a knife, and it's funny because she hands it to him and says. This is a knife that kills a god. I will stab you with it one day, but you can use it if you need it. And it's a good thing that they had it because they needed to cut the umbilical cord because it was around the throat. And if they didn't have the knife, he would have been dead. And that's basically it, you know. So there's a brand new god.
And it's his name is Jacob. And I like how they're going through, like he's like Stonebreaker, no.
Iron Hammer, no.
No. And then its name is Jacob.
Jacob,
you know?
because of in Barda and also. Barda and Scott were under Granny Goodness, and they had to climb Jacob's ladder, so therefore they named him Jacob.
Yeah.
And it was it. So, you know, what'd you think? Because I really enjoyed this.
Yeah, I like it's cool though because there's like no action.
Yeah.
But the action there's no physical action, but the action is the drama.
It's all drama, and you know the great thing about the way Tom King is writing it is like. He did this with Batman. Well, he's currently writing Batman, but he did it with Batman when they went on a double date, and it's like, all right, well, who the hell wants to see Superman and Batman go on a double date with Lois Lane and Catwoman? And he made it interesting.
Yeah.
It was like, you know what? What if they did this? So it's like, with this, I mean, we already covered that, so you can check it out right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so right there. So check that one out. But with this, it's cool because it's like, well, what if two of, I don't know if they're the most powerful, but very powerful beings, and then the Furies come, who are very powerful beings, had a baby. Like, what would happen? And, you know, now we see what would happen. And it's just, it is very cool. It's very, it's kind of a weird take on it. Now, I know when I was younger, so I'm a lot older than you. When I was younger, this would have been a crap issue. There's nobody got shot, nobody got hit, nobody got fighting, no buildings crumbled, whatever. It's a very dramatic thing. But what did you think? I know you.
I thought it was good because I love Tom King's writing in this, and it's really, really spectacular. And it's just like this series shows that in order for a comic to be good, there doesn't have to be action in it.
Mm-hmm.
It could be just talking, and if you make it interesting and make it good, then it'll be a great issue. And this shows that that is possible.
Right, and then it doesn't have to be like you said. It just the story has to be good. So no matter what they're doing, if there's no action and the whole story is that, I mean, I've read books that have nothing to do with action and it intrigues you and stuff. There's drama, there's intrigue, and that's where we're at now. And this was really like a filler issue. It really was like.
I don't, you know. But that's the thing though. Like, I don't think this series has any filler issues.
I'm saying it's a bridge. Maybe it's a bridge.
No, I get that. I don't think like I remember you were saying that one of the issues that like I think it was issue 5 where like it was Barda and Scott's last day on Earth before Scott would be going to trial.
Right.
And it was kind of a filler
issue. Well, he wasn't
issue.
going to trial. He was going to his execution.
Yeah, and to his execution. And you know, I remember you were saying that it's kind of like a filler issue. I'm like, yeah, it seems like that, but the way that Tom King makes it, he doesn't make it a filler issue. Mm-hmm. He does not make it a filler issue. He makes it a big, essential part of the story. You know, like this was a very essential part because they were having the child. You know, so I did think that Mr. Miracle 7 was good, and this did get delayed, and it felt like forever. It was like, you know, it's coming out tomorrow, and then we made sure we got there. It was just that important to get there. But next month, but it does come out next month. So next month it does not get delayed.
Hopefully,
which is good. I hope it does not get delayed again. You know, honestly, I kind of feel that like maybe it was an intentional delay. Maybe it was like mid-season finale.
Or maybe
you know?
maybe they had other stuff coming out. So like instead of us buying this, it's like, all right, well, even you said it was a slow week. I just picked up this.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why. Maybe they had. You know, you don't spend your money on Mr. Miracle, you spend it on this. I like this, I'll buy number 2, but I gotta buy Mr. Miracle.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. It's a marketing ploy that, you know, that's been used for comic books forever.
Yeah. So, what did you think?
9.
No. Oh, okay. You're not even going to let me speak.
Nope.
Okay, well, I agree. This is a 9 out of 10. Very good, very solid issue here. So guys, that's it. Honestly, now all I'm reading is DC. There's only one Marvel book that I am reading, and that's Spider-Gwen. And I want to read Marvel, but I just... Their books aren't good. I kind of just like, alright, I read this one. Okay, it's not that good. Oh, this one's alright, but now this one's not good. And, Spider-Gwen has been consistently good throughout the series. There's been one or two, not so good issues, but overall, Spider-Gwen, I love that series so much, So, if you guys got any recommendations for any Marvel books that you want me to read, and or you think that I would like, and that you think I should read, comment below, let me know. And I know they're doing that relaunch thing, so that might be a good place to start getting back into reading more Marvel comics. But yeah, guys, so that's it. Hope you guys like this video. Please like it if. So yeah, guys, that's it. Please like if. Alright, so that's it, guys. Hope you guys liked the video. Please like if you liked the video. Please comment if you have any questions. And subscribe for more comic-based videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Alright, so, it's a good video. I'll fill you in on the plan. I'm going to start some stuff. Fill you on the plan later. So, do whatever for now, I guess.
My name is Mark Week. If you're getting this message, it means I'm probably dead. Coach, I'm gonna tell you how to save the universe.